All right, all right, all right. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Phil Nagy, it's Kit Nagy, it's Nagy on Sports. The most wonderful time of the year, the Sim Super Bowl, and our team just happens to be in it. Very excited for this one. It's Super Bowl 57. I believe it's supposed to technically be in Arizona, but I think that Madden just always has it baked into SoFi because of their graphics. But we'll take it nonetheless. Just an hour maybe from SoFi, the legendary Kit Nagy. How are we doing tonight, Kit?
I'm doing great and very, very excited for this. As obviously we have seen this matchup in a Sim Super Bowl before, and obviously hoping an outcome to be a little different this time around. And certainly didn't feel like we had a shot at getting to this game based on the start of the season. But here we are after what a magical finish. And the Browns going up against the 10-7 Buccaneers. So certainly a big matchup here and a very, very exciting Super Bowl opportunity to watch here.
Yes, absolutely, an epic one. All right. Kid, are you watching the YouTube? Mine froze for a minute. I just make sure it was not a me thing.
Yeah, it seems fine.
Okay, sounds good. All right, we appreciate everybody being in. Wanted to sit here on the opening screen just for a minute or two. Let a few more folks back in. Welcome in Chris G. Welcome in Earl. Welcome Sean Fellegrim. Joey, good to see you. Lincoln, good to see you. Yes, we're looking for some revenge from our initial season of the Nagy on Sports Sim where we lost to the Buccaneers in overtime. Of course, plenty to talk about in the game. Hopefully the game is entertaining enough that we will not just have to talk about Sue Robinson and the decision or the verdict or whatever catchy name that it will be called, the ruling that it will be called moving forward. So here we go, Super Bowl 57. There's Tom Brady, 45 years of age. He had just a couple, 100 yards more passing than Deshaun Watson did in this Sim season. There's a look at Kyle Rudolph, Leonard Fournette, of course, some of those other single-digit. Hey, Marlo, welcome in. So let's get after it here. First play of the game, Brady. Technically, they are the home team in their home jerseys. He'll go over the middle quickly, and Greg Newsome is right on the back of Russell Gage Jr. 6-yard gain on the first play of the Super Bowl. So those prop bet sheets that you filled out, if you had a pass, you just won something. Throw to the right side, it's going to be Russell Gage again, and Owusu Koramoah is on the coverage. Pop me mid-swig. Hope you're drinking something tasty tonight, too, for the Super Bowl. I know Kid is, for sure.
That's right, I am.
Left tackle jumped a little bit early there, even though they're not going to show us his face, because Madden. Hey, 504, welcome in. Hey, Mason, welcome in. All right, Brady now back to pass. Big drop for him. He'll throw it left side. Almost tipped by MJ Emerson, who's into the game already. They're going to say 13 yards is the catch for Mike Evans.
And I did just happen to look back there per your comment earlier. JJ3 did, in fact, pop as a superstar X Factor somehow.
Oh, my gosh. I'm not sure when that happened. I know there are plenty of people who think that we're juicing the team in between games. I promise we're not. The juice is all XP based on their performances, which they have been very good. Welcome in, Bo. All right, so Brady's sort of methodically driving down the field here on this opening drive. He's going to go 5 wide, blitz coming from Ronnie Harrison. Otherwise, it's a 3-man rush across the middle, and Newsome is right on the hip of Mike Evans on a short dig, 2nd and 3.
Well, they've targeted Newsome 3 times so far in this drive. They like something there in that matchup.
Yes, they do. Pressure coming again. It was a blitzing Harrison, and he'll throw Brady to the ground. Oh, no, it does say the Arizona Cardinals up on the top of the stadium. So maybe it is the Cardinals Stadium after all. It just looked like it was fully enclosed. Or is their roof closable? Maybe that's what it is.
I think they do have a closable roof.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, the Browns are going to bend but not break here. A 45-yard field goal attempt for Ryan Suckup, and his kick is up, and his kick is good. So the first points of the game go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They lead 3-0.
I assume you meant 200 plus pounds, 504. For
yeah, I was
going to
say.
Because that would be
Emerson's over 300 pounds, and we got a problem. Unless he's playing D tackle.
Yeah, with a position change to boot. But
indeed. Hi, Karen. Welcome in. Go Browns. All right, onto the field again. We told you just about a 50-yard shy of Brady, but also threw some more touchdowns. DW4 again in our sim season. He did play all 18 weeks of the regular season because we didn't know at the time. So those stats reflect that. Browns are hot now. 13 in a row, 12 in a row, 13 in a row. I can't keep track. A lot of games in a row. Watson to the right side. Short throw. That's Kareem Hunt out of the backfield. They'll give him 4 on the first play of the game. Hey, Richard, welcome in. Go Browns.
And yes, I believe it was 13 in a row to include the postseason.
Yes, 10 in the regular season to finish 12-5.
Yep.
And then the 3 postseason games to get ourselves here. Now he'll roll left. Now he'll roll back to the right. Watson, 25 to the 30. He'll tuck. First down and then a slide. Love to see it.
Yes, sir.
7 yards. First down.
Yeah, get that first down, know where you are, and then in a safe position to slide and not take that contact. Very smart run there from Deshaun Watson.
Absolutely it was. All right, first give of the game for Nick Chubb. He's got a pulling teller in front of him. Bullying his way through through defenders, rather. He'll pick up 5 yards for Nick Chubb. 2nd and 5 here for the Browns. Back to pass. Watson heaving it big time left side and caught by Cooper, but he's going to be out of bounds, unfortunately. 3rd and 5.
Thought for just a moment he might extend and get those toes inbound, but unable to do so, unfortunately.
Unable to do so. Here's a 3rd and 5. He'll step up. He could run for it. Instead, he'll go the levels. He's got Kareem Hunt inside the 40 to the 38. Nice vision down the field. First down, Browns.
Yeah, I love that about his game. Deshaun Watson is so patient. Yeah, he's very dangerous with his feet. He can take off with it, but he's also very aware of what's going on downfield, and he does just that here as he had all kinds of room to run, but finding Kareem Hunt and some space downfield where he can actually do some damage with the ball in his hands, that's a big win.
Hey, Kishan. Hey, Rick. Hey, Wendell. Welcome in, everybody. We'll try to greet you as you come in, but with this many folks on, we know that it gets a little bit tough. So, deep throw. He's got Kareem, the slot, the toes, the touchdown. Browns!
Let's go!
Kareem Hunt right on down Broadway. 6-3 Browns.
What a strike that was. That was just a beautiful throw. You saw Deshaun Watson see it all day long. Goes back to Kareem, and Kareem makes an incredible catch here, showing off his wide receiver skills as a running back.
Yeah, he was lined up actually in the trips to the left side, and the middle just goes right on down the field. Did he get both the toes in? I'm sure we'll get a booth review.
Yeah, that was hot. I love that. That was so much fun. I'm pretty sure you had it, but let's see what we get on the review here.
I'm not sure if that left toe gets back down or not.
Oh, no, I think it is. I think he's got both because he's got contact right there with the other foot.
Well, I don't know. It's going to be close.
I think the toe was still down when he first had control of the ball, and then it popped up. But I think he does in fact have both feet in.
You are right, kid. They're going to give it to him. Touchdown, Browns. Welcome. I love football. Appreciate you being here. How about that strike? Big touchdown pass on the 6-play, 78-yard drive. Watson to Kareem Hunt, lining up in the slot, and Hunt has the first touchdown of the Super Bowl.
And I love that there's already 43 of you on here with us here live. Love it. It's very exciting here for Super Bowl. This is a great one.
Yes, appreciate everybody being on. This is Phil Nagy and Kit Nagy. Thanks so much to our mods, Sean and Applied and 504 and George and others helping out as we get the chat. Once it gets to be over about 25, it's pretty hard for Kit and I to keep up with this, so we do very much appreciate them. And if you haven't yet had a chance to sub the channel, we would appreciate that as well as we continue to make our push for 1,000. Second drive of the game for the Buccaneers. 3-step drop. Brady firing over the middle. He's got a slant. That's Evans again, and Grant Delpit's going to bring him down. Appreciated the, hey, Juan Martinez. It's been a long time.
It has been. And Marlo, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Juan, we'll talk about life after the sim, but we want to make sure we definitely focus on the Super Bowl tonight, but we have some different ideas. Cassius, welcome in. I was just going to say, Kit, have you seen some of those comments coming out from JJ3 about Delpit kind of being the glue guy on the defense?
I did, yeah. I heard him on the interview actually talking about that. He's very odd on Delpit right now, which I like. I like hearing that about Delpit and his play, and the fact that he's a big-time leader in that secondary. So that's great to hear.
Yes, indeed. Appreciate you being on, V. Welcome. Maybe your Lions will get here sooner than later. That's going to be a first down throw to the left side. As interestingly enough, they've passed it 9 times and just run it once so far here today. Is that the scouting report for how to beat the Browns?
I guess. I wouldn't expect it,
How about all kinds of pressure? Sorry about that. Tommy Togiai is going to get home. And a big sack for 15 lost. 2nd and 25. Whoa.
Get that young Buckeye a sack in the Super Bowl. Love it.
It was a screen here. It was like 4 guys ran right past them. That was wild.
They were trying to set up a screen. I think. Well, actually, no. Fournette was back there trying to block too. So I don't understand what they were trying to do. Maybe a tight end screen. Might have been a tight end screen they were trying to set up.
Good call.
But maybe. But that was odd, letting all kinds of pressure come back there, and really Tom Brady had nowhere to go.
Here's a more legit-looking screen pass, and it's Gio Bernard, and he'll pick up a couple, meaning 3 particular yards in this one. I think Denzel will be the leader, Wendell. I think we were just talking about an interview where John Johnson III talked about Grant Delpit and his importance to the defense as that safety who might be up as a linebacker. He could be in the slot. He could be deep.
Yeah.
Kind of like exactly what they envisioned him to be, and now a full year removed from the Achilles.
Right. Well,
it sounds like he's really stepping into his own.
Yes, and the remarks were actually more specific to the safety room and that safety rotation being him being kind of a glue guy of the safeties, really that positive communication, getting everybody on the same page, but also just being a guy that everybody else can depend on being in the right spot at the right time, no matter where he's playing on the field.
Yes, a.k.a. we hope we don't have any more broken coverages. How about another big throw to Kareem Hunt?
Wow.
Out of the backfield. 3 catches for Kareem. How about the Super Bowl that he started with? Actually, he has all 4 of the catches.
That's right.
For 90 yards.
That's right. 90 yards for him, and he's making a push to be moved to full-time receiver here in this ball game, as he has been all over the field in the receiving corps. But look at the space he is creating out there, and that has happened on all of his catches so far. He has just created incredible space for himself in the defense to come away with a big catch and good yardage.
Yes, he has. How about a big throw left side? It's Kareem again. He's 10 yards past everybody. Touchdown.
It's the Kareem Hunt Show. The Kareem Hunt Show is going on full scale here. We got Kareem Hunt open. I just was talking about it. Look at the space on this. It's incredible. There's nobody even near him. And Deshaun is like, well, okay, if you're going to give me that, I'll just drop it right on him. Too easy.
Unbelievable.
Too easy.
I mean, he's at this point, how could you say he's not the clear cut for the MVP? Every single pass that Watson has completed has gone to him, and he's been in the end zone twice.
That's right.
In the first 9.5 minutes to the Super Bowl.
That's right.
Oh my gosh, that was wild. Hey, American Hope, welcome in. John, good to see you.
What
I love
start.
football. Good to see you as well. Trying to keep up with everybody who's popping on here. 14-3 now. Could there be a better start for this Browns offense? And again, so much of this 13-game winning streak has been the defense. And if you had a chance to watch that Chargers AFC Championship game, it was the defense. They turned over the Chiefs 7 times in that game.
That's
but right
right
now the offense is like, don't forget about us.
That's right, really making a statement so far in this game. The defense has been serviceable, certainly, but not to their level. But if the offense continues to play like this, I'd expect the defense certainly to pick it up. But not that they've been bad, but not, certainly not the fireworks we've expected out of them.
Here comes Fournette to the right side. Appreciate everybody on joining us here. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy for Nagy on Sports. Inside handoff to Fournette. He'll go good, stick his nose in there for Newsome. Kind of falls backwards, but is able to keep him short of the line to gain. 3rd and 1. Welcome in, RK. Appreciate you being on. Welcome to the channel. Back to pass. Brady fires across the middle. He's got an open receiver. That's Chris Godwin. Looked like Godwin popped as an X factor now too. Has he got one underneath him? He does. So now both Evans and Godwin X factors on either side for Tom Brady to play with.
Sure enough. A lot of those out there on the field.
Mason, somebody was saying that we broke Mahomes because he was really bad at the Pro Bowl too. And obviously I didn't call the game. I just watched a little bit of it, but he was not good there.
He threw like 4 straight interceptions, and they were all kind of back to back to back to back.
Yes, they were. In Hunt, welcome in. Good to see you, my friend. Fun to see some of our subscribers who are not Browns fans. Appreciate you guys being on with us here tonight. 2nd and 5. Looks like they're in a 13 personnel here. Of course, one of those tight ends is the newly acquired Kyle Rudolph. They'll go left side to Cameron Brate, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds by JOK. Right at the line to gain. They'll call him short for a big 3rd and inches. Wendell, congratulations. His 3rd grandchild was born today.
Yeah, congrats, Wendell.
Bo, I'm not sure if anybody watches the real Pro Bowl, but we've already had almost 200 views of our Sim Pro Bowl, so somebody's watching it. I couldn't believe how many people watched it.
I was surprised by that, too.
As well. Right side, Godwin does a little juke move. Ward loses a step, and Godwin... house, touchdown Buccaneers. Not sure where that miscommunication was or just a little jab step, because Ward's fast enough certainly to catch him, but that was enough of a cushion, and Godwin is gone. Touchdown Buccaneers. They're right back in this one.
Yeah, you're going to see here Ward actually carries his momentum through this attempted breakup. The PBU misses, and that's the problem with trying to jump the route or get to the PBU is now you're at a bad spot to make a tackle on the receiver if he comes away with that. So, unfortunately, Ward out of position for the tackle, and that's all the space Godwin needed to get in.
Yep, it was. So 91 yards. It took him 2.5 minutes. How about 24 points scored here? We're not even finished with the first quarter yet. That's right, Wendell. You got razor right over there. But seriously, congrats on that. That's super exciting. All right, back out onto the field comes Deshaun Watson. He's been solid to start the game again. 5 for 6, all 5 of them going to that man right there, Kareem Hunt, including 2 touchdown passes.
Go figure all these completions will be highlights for Kareem.
Yeah, exactly. Now, something to note right there in the middle of your screen, Chris Hubbard is in left tackle for Jed Wills right now, and I'm not sure I saw what happened, but something to keep an eye on. No Jedrick Wills, who has played very well for us. Left side, dig across the middle. David Bell, the rookie, and he's all the way down to midfield. A big strike for the first non-Kareem Hunt completion.
I was going to say, Kareem's finally going to share with one of the wide receivers here, but the rookie getting involved first. But kind of interesting little sidearm action here, a little bit of a crow hop kind of a throw, as not quite sidearm, but like a short armed it a bit. An interesting platform there for Deshaun on that throw, but a nice strike.
Yes, you can. And somehow that puts Amari Cooper in the zone. They'll give it up the middle to Kareem Hunt, and this time Levante David is up to task. They'll stop Kareem his first run of the game, and it goes for 0 yards. Kish and I only sing it when he scores a touchdown. I don't want to do it every time, because it takes a little longer than DJ Chark's jingle used to.
That's right.
2nd and 10. Watson on the boot, firing left side with some fire. He's got Cooper on the left sideline. First down to the 32, and now just 2 yards shy of 200 yards passing in the first quarter for Deshaun Watson.
Kind of interesting how heavily they've gone to this run game. Obviously, it's worked. I mean, don't get me wrong.
To the pass game, yeah.
Yeah, they're not. They have not gone to the run game hardly at all, and we've seen almost no Nick Chubb, almost no Hunt either. Just a handful of carries either. Or for
There's
either
a fire over the middle. That's Donovan Peoples-Jones with his first catch. So the rest of these weapons trying to get involved. Todd Bowles not very excited about it over on the sideline. But again, good protection. Watson with a nice clean pocket and fires it to an open receiver. That's right, the Magician Kishin. They've started calling him that in camp. I have no problems using it.
That's right. Cooper started that. But certainly seems like they've got the Buccaneers defense a little bit on their heels here.
Give it to Kareem. He'll bounce off the back of the line now to the 10. Now he bullies his way over the top of Murphy bunting. That was a pretty aggressive looking 5-yard run. Now Chubb checks back into the game. 2nd and 5 for the Browns. Back to pass. Watson. Peoples-Jones into the end zone. Touchdown Browns! Donovan Peoples-Jones. Watson with his 3rd touchdown of the first quarter. Let's go.
Right, and this time to somebody not named Kareem Hunt, but hey, this was certainly a nice little strike he threw right over the middle. DPJ with some great field awareness here and an ability to recognize he was coming out of the end zone with the ball, but then forcing his way back over the line to get himself in.
Well played indeed. Good look at that highlight too, where a jumping William Golston right in the middle of Watson's vision. He was able to throw it right around him.
Yep.
Certainly something that at least the people who say they know football will tell you we should see less of.
Mm-hmm.
With Watson having, 3 inches on Baker Mayfield, 2 to 3 inches, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Again, we appreciate everybody being on. My name's Phil. His name's Kit. We are cousins. We run this channel called Nagy on Sports, where we do live, full NFL simulations, 15-minute quarters. We never touch the controller. It just plays itself. It's all simulated, so don't get mad at us. Most of us on the channel are Browns fans, because that's what we started as, was 2 Browns fans starting a sim channel where we simmed all the Browns games. But we have since picked up many other fans from many other teams and have started to sim more than just Browns games. But we really appreciate you joining us here today. And if you like what you see, we'd love to have a subscription as we continue to push towards 1,000 subscribers, which would be a lot of fun. But appreciate you everybody joining us here on this Monday evening. It is Super Bowl 57. We've simmed all the way through the regular season with all the new rookies, all the new free agents, and our best guess at the 53-man rosters for each team as the end of the first quarter comes, and we will flip it over.
Yes, we're cousins. That is correct.
Yes, correct. Same age.
That's right.
We are not brothers, nope, cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we would be, what are we, like 5 months, 6 months apart?
Yeah, 6.
All right, so another first down there. Again, Tampa Bay, again, if anybody in the league is not going to be overwhelmed and start to press, you feel like it's got to be Brady, but will Madden feel overwhelmed and start to press?
I don't know.
Back to pass on an out route. There's Cameron Brady again. Nice big tackle there from Grant Delpit. Tom Brady's already 15 of 17 for 191 yards, so it's been a heck of a game so far. Fournette goes to the left side. Randy, appreciate you being in. Hey, Phil, welcome in. Appreciate you also being in. So we started the simulated season before we knew, but the Browns went 1-5 in the first 6 games of our sim season.
Yes, they did.
So we didn't know at the time, but he has technically been in for the entire season. One of the things we have talked about is going back and replaying some of those games with Brissett just to see what they look like. But because we started this simulated season, gosh, I don't know, a month and a half ago maybe, we obviously didn't know, since it didn't come down until this morning. So.
Right. That's right. Well, these were one of the teams that we lost to in that, so it wasn't the exact same schedule, same
Correct,
opponents
yes.
for the most part, but not always the same away or home teams, and not the same
Absolutely.
order in the weeks. So we played a different 6 first games,
Correct.
but we did go 1-5 in those games,
including 0-4 against the Ravens and the Steelers.
That's right.
Kenny Pickett, small hands Pickett. That was a big hit by Harrison, by the way.
Sure
I don't know if he ended up giving him credit for the completion or not. It looks like maybe they did have him lose a yard, actually. 3rd and 11 now. All right, Brady now. He's in the shotgun. Browns defense, again, they keyed this big winning streak over the middle. Short throw to Gio Bernard, and he'll go down. It'll set up a 4th down. They are in Ryan's suck-up range. Assume they'll take the points here.
Yeah, probably a bit early to press on
they will.
a 4th down and 2 here. You could choose to go for it here, but you're giving away relatively nice field position if you don't make it. So.
And Suckup puts it in. But we appreciate you joining us, Randy. You are very welcome. 21-13 now with still 11:34 to go. Lots of scoring. has kept that clock a little bit slow as Jakeem Grant will get up near the 20-yard line. They'll give him credit to the 20 before Devin White. Interesting to see Devin White playing some special teams getting down there. So, Browns back out onto the field. Who else has an X factor that's lined up? Why are there 2 X factors on offense for the Browns? What is happening right now?
Chubb and Cooper?
Well, no, but why would Chubb be lined up outside?
They've lined him up out there.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, they've lined like empty formation with a running back out there in like a wing slot position.
We'll take it. That's the first catch for the Chief, who had an awesome season for us in our sim.
Although they've got it again.
I know. It's Donovan Peoples-Jones. He turned into an X factor on the last drive and went into the zone. How is that even possible?
I don't know.
He was a superstar, and now he's an X factor, and now he's in the zone after his touchdown.
Wait, hold on. I'm going to go back on our stream and see if that, because was he
that way before the game?
I'm going to go look to see if I can spot him.
Yeah, I was going to say, because he picked up his superstar probably 5 or 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, no, I remember him picking up the superstar, but I didn't think he was an X factor.
Yeah, I didn't either. 1st and 10, Watson's back to pass again. He's going to go deep to the right side. He's going to go to that freshly superstar DPJ, and he can't quite hold on. Nice coverage from Carlton Davis. Just the second incompletion for Watson today.
Got to find a play with him in it.
To the right side, Kareem Hunt. He's going to break 1 tackle, and then he'll go down. They'll give him just a gain of 1 to set up a 3rd and 9.
No, he's been an X factor this whole game, apparently.
What?
Yeah.
It's very strange. He's had a great season for us, but I didn't hear about any of that. All right, Watson, left side throw. It looks like an arm punt, and it is. It's going to be picked off by Winfield at the 30. Not really sure what Watson was trying to do there. That one was not far enough to get to his intended receiver, who was Kareem Hunt, and you had Cooper coming back to the football, but there was all kinds of Buccaneers down there too.
Yeah, I think he was
gross there.
I think he was trying to hit Cooper on the return there, coming back to the quarterback, but again, underthrown and what was worse, kind of off platform there, not enough power on the ball, and leaving it well short. Cooper couldn't make up the ground, and the defender's in a better spot.
Kitchen well said. That was a mess. How about Miles? Welcome to the Super Bowl, Miles. He had 41 sacks in the regular season for us and absolutely balled out in the playoffs again, and he gets Tom Brady down onto the ground for his first sack of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's true, Flash Gordon, and we certainly hope so. We have, tempered hopes, not yes. High expectations based on previous dash hopes for Madden games, but we've heard good things.
Out. Not sure what happened there. The ball came out. I think it was picked up right away by Shaq Mason there, coming over from the Patriots in the offseason. That's right, Brady squish. I love it, American Hope. 3rd and 23 now. Shotgun, back to pass. Brady, 4-man rush for the Browns. Coming from the side is Clowney, and he'll just throw it out of bounds. Live to play another down, and they'll punt. So no harm, no foul on the arm punt for Deshaun Watson. Just more upset with the decision to throw that thing down into essentially triple coverage.
Right. Well, and the defense really stepped up in a big way when the offense needed them to, because obviously you don't want to let the momentum shift off of that interception. So defense with a nice 3-and-out to respond, especially Myles Garrett on the sack to really set it up.
Yep. Here comes Chubb, who also somehow is in the zone. What is happening with all these X factors just lighting up?
I don't know. This has been probably the most lit up game we've seen.
I know.
Of any game. Just all kinds of X factors in the zone. Although,
yeah, look at Cooper and Peoples-Jones, both X factors now down bottom of the screen. Wild. This is wild. Here comes Kareem Hunt, left side, and runs right into Murphy Bunting. He'll pick up just a yard again. Now 3rd and 3. Ace formation here. Chubb again in the zone. I thought he had to run for like 10 yards 3 consecutive times to get in the zone.
At least 2. Maybe 3, but.
And now Watson's going to take a sack, unfortunately. Not sure why he didn't give it up. The dig route was right there in front of him. Cooper was pretty open, but Akeem Hicks, the newly signed Akeem Hicks, gets back there, and so the Browns will go 3-and-out and have to punt the football away. Corey Bojorquez left foots it down the field. over the head of the punt returner, bounces the 10 to the 5, and it's going to be downed. Nice play there. Bojorquez pinning him at the 6 for the Browns.
That was a great punt for sure, and I certainly love it anytime you can get him pinned inside of 10. But a little bit concerned that the Browns, especially with Nick Chubb in the zone, why are you not, handing the ball off to him? I mean, that guy is a monster when he's in the zone.
That's a good call, Rick. It could have something to do with that. Also, I know one of the X factors is an X factor that basically says, like, other dudes get in the zone way faster.
Right.
So I don't know if maybe, like, John Johnson's X factor or something is that one, maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, Cade York, we knew he was going to be good. Sounds like in camp he's been nothing but incredible.
Yeah.
And again, if you go back and watch our sims,
that's
like
right.
In that Chargers sim, he kicked 7 field goals, including a 60-yarder. He was incredible in that playoff game for us. 8 field goals.
Yeah, he tied the record
That's
at
right.
8.
That's right.
And he had a 50, a 55, a 56, and a 60 in it.
Yes, he did. All right, 3rd and 9. Browns pressuring Tom Brady. He's in trouble. He's going to throw it out of the end zone and kind of wobbles it into some space. Incomplete. And the Browns are going to force another punt here. Good job again after Bojorquez was able to pin him deep to keep them to a yard.
Well, that poor throw set up by the pressure really affecting Tom Brady's throwing motion, which resulted in that duck down the field. And Tom Brady really fortunate that one was not intercepted, as there was a number of Browns that if they were just a little closer probably had a good shot at it, but it also didn't get to his intended receiver either.
Absolutely. Welcome in, Lavelle. We appreciate you. Here's Chubb up the middle. Nice cut. Sweet little hurdle, and he gets near a first down before going down. It looks like 73. Sean's right on it.
Well, and that's what I want him to do. You got Nick Chubb in the zone. Run the ball.
Agreed to run the football. Right side to Njoku, and it looks like the chain gang says it's going to be out of bounds, so 3rd and 1. And similarly, I think there are, 7 carries between the two of them here with under 5 to go in the first half. I would run the football, but that's me. Here's a little dig route to the tight end, Harrison Bryant, who is also drawing some high praise at camp this year. And they've seen him out in the slot a lot.
Hey, Lavelle, welcome in. And no, I don't think that the NFL will appeal. I think it's ugly for them if they do. Effectively blows up the CBA, which is really relatively fresh. It's the very first time, so that's a really ugly look. Plus, it opens up a huge can of worms in federal court, and it puts it all into the public spotlight for longer. I think they want this to be over with, and then big can of worms for their owners, because all of that stuff is going to get dragged through the proceedings, and put Jerry Jones and a bunch of other owners, Kraft, and some of these other guys under oath in federal court, which is not what the NFL wants.
No, you wouldn't think not. Nice catch by Kareem Hunt once again at the sideline. He continues to be, at least through the air, the best player in this game. We're under 3 to play here in the first half. Browns lead 21-13. Give it up the middle. Chubb. He'll bounce off a tackler before Joe Tryon drags him to the ground. Mason, I did see that you posted that video, and we've been talking about it for a while, and it can only get worse for them with a small amount of potentially getting better. It looks like the Browns will have to settle for the aforementioned Cade York in his attempt of a field goal. His kick is up from 40, and it is good. So the Browns increase the lead to 11, now up 24-13 here. Just a couple minutes to go in the first half. Browns will get the second half kick here.
Well, I think the bottom line of that is, obviously NFLPA will take anything they do on appeal if it gets to be more than what was collectively bargained. They'll take that to court for sure, and that's all that mess that we just talked about. But then the other part of it is the PR that they would gain out of it. They would have to go so extreme on the punishment beyond even what they said they wanted to do to really appease the far end of the PR. Those that are calling for extreme measures. They'd have to go so far on it. I mean, it's not like adding a few games is winning them the PR battle.
Yes, I suppose the halftime show, Kishan, is me, as the Browns will actually go ahead and call a timeout with a 3rd and 7, try to preserve some of that clock if they can get this thing back, setting up potentially a double dip. Brady, however, has other ideas, and he'll fire it across the middle. Greedy chasing Mike Evans for a 1st down, and now you just gave some extra clock to the greatest quarterback in the history of the NFL. He's got another throw to Evans. Greedy chasing aggressively. So, Applied, we'll talk about what's going to happen after the Super Bowl a little later. Just sing us a song. But we've got a couple different ideas, and we will have some voting on the Discord channel. If you'd like to join Kit and I on our Discord channel, you could do that. There is a link in the description of this video. Our Discord channel is a chance to kind of chat and share life and football together between these sims, to vote on various things like what game you want us to play, things like that, but also to find out well in advance of when the sims are going to happen, so that you don't have to wait for YouTube to tell you that they are. And yes, right now Kishan Brady is cooking, and he's driving down the field. We need to get back to what we do best, which is call the game. 1st and 10 now. They've got 1 timeout left. They're at the 16-yard line, 55 seconds. A touchdown here would be a huge boost for their momentum for sure. Brady fires right side. Falling out of bounds is Kyle Rudolph at the 9-yard line, but it does stop the clock. Just 5 seconds taken off of it. Brady now in trouble. Now dancing in the pocket, forward, backward, and then firing out of bounds, incomplete. I don't think that, Mason, I don't think anybody was saying Joe Burrow is a one-year wonder by any chance. I think that the Bengals got pretty lucky in their reaching of the Super Bowl in terms of health, and their rookie kicker kind of saving their bacon a few times. So I think maybe people are expecting more of that Super Bowl hangover, rather than, I think Joe Burrow is a great quarterback, and assuming he stays healthy behind that line, I don't think he's a one-year wonder at all. I hate that we're going to have to play him for a decade.
Yep. No, I don't think he's a one-hit wonder. I don't think that team makes it back to the Super Bowl, but I think it's not less so Joe Burrow that'll be the concern for me there. I think it's that defense was at times playing well above their actual talent level in games. And then, McPherson, great kicker, but he was half the reason why they won a bunch of those games. And sometimes that is what it takes. But you also have to be able to put yourself in a position where that works, right? So if your defense isn't playing quite to their, playing above their talent level like they were for much of the late run of that season, then that's not possible.
Mm-hmm. Here's a quick little slant to the left side to Amari Cooper, but the Browns certainly seem content to get this thing to halftime. Again, they will get the second half kick, although for reasons unknown, they're going to go ahead and snap it one more time and throw short to Donovan Peoples-Jones. So that's it. We've reached halftime, 24-16 here at Super Bowl 57, live from State Farm Stadium in Phoenix, Arizona, or Glendale, or Scottsdale, or wherever that burb is, where this actually is. So we have reached halftime. Again, appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy and Kit Nagy for Nagy on Sports. This is the official end of our 2022 season sim. We've simmed the entire season, all the new rosters with all the new rookies and free agents, and as guys got signed, a la Baker Mayfield, a la Julio Jones to these Buccaneers, we did it in real time, so got them on their teams as quick as they could when Clowney signed, those kinds of things. So if you like what you've seen, you can go back into this playlist. There's a whole bevy of games to go back and watch if you'd like to. And again, we'll talk about some of the options for what happens after this sim season as we kind of kill time until the regular season starts. During the regular season, Kit and I usually sim the Browns game sometime in the week before the game, kind of as like a preview of what could happen.
Yep.
As well. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Applied, I don't think it would come there unless they put a roof on it.
Or build a new stadium.
Or build something brand new, yeah. Watson, terrible throw, double coverage, picked off, woof. What was that? Logan Ryan, the former Giant and Patriot, picks it off. What is Watson doing?
Well, the pressure is affecting this throw. He kind of stepped up into the pocket, into the pressure, unfortunately, though, and that affected the throw and kind of left it short as a result of not being able to get his full follow-through on the throw. And so, ends up being an arm punt. But I don't like the throw into double coverage either.
Ooh! Ball's out, though. It's going to be picked up. It's JOK. He does the work himself on one play. Force of the fumble and then pick it up. What a hit from the Joker.
Yeah, that was awesome. Boom!
Oh, I was literally just starting to say the Browns have turned the ball over twice and our defense has caused so many turnovers. It would be nice for them to, and it just happened. I couldn't even get it out of my mouth. I do remember, Wendell, they played that Super Bowl in New York. So yes, a brand new stadium could potentially trigger something like that, roof or not. But I think that was also kind of a special New York thing as well.
Yeah. Well, and that's a massive, massive market, which gives them special privileges when it comes to stuff like that.
Yes, indeedy. All right, Watson kind of being a little weird, doing a little spinaroo in the backfield, then he'll fire it out of bounds, sets up a 2nd and 10.
And 2 Browns receivers out of bounds near that pass. That was really weird.
Yeah. Here's Ernest Johnson, his first carry. Nice little cut up the hole, and he'll pick up 12 rather, on his first touch of the day. The best running back trio in the NFL right there.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, he is clearly the best number 3 running back on any roster. But what's funny about that, Gerard Terry mentioned on a recent broadcast, you pretty much you drop him on most NFL rosters, and he's RB1.
Yep. Option keeper there for Deshaun. Looked like it was the wrong read. Joe Tryon there to bring him right to the ground. Loss of 5 for the Browns. Still like to see Nick Chubb. Actually, here he is. Here we go. 30 to the 25. Bulldozes his way over Jamel Dean. He's got 5 carries for 30 yards. Let's keep giving him the football.
Yeah, he's in the zone. What are we doing?
I'm not sure how cognizant of that they are. Here's a long dig route. Right side, Peoples-Jones. Rather, Amari Cooper. First down. I can't tell now. They're both X factors. Well, my giveaway is gone.
Well, realistically, that's true. That's fair. Realistically, when it comes to Chubb, I mean, the dude actually runs like he's in the zone all the time. Just that's how he plays. So, like, when he's in the zone, that's the most realistic looking that Nick Chubb is, in the game. So you should treat him like he's in the zone all the time, I think. Yeah. Just hand him the ball.
Welcome in, Goated. Appreciate you being on. Goated is one of those fans of another team that I referenced earlier, that we have lots of fans on the channel of lots of different football teams.
Yep, we've raced them all.
Mm-hmm. Give it up the middle. Chubb fighting his way, and he'll go down. Devin White was right there. 3rd and goal now from the 1-yard line. Runner pass, options abound. Turn around, Chubb. How about that push from the line? He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. Nicholas Jamal Chubb.
Well, not entirely sure why he felt he needed to cut there. He probably would have scored just running straight ahead, but it works either way. I guess he was running away from the pressure. I didn't see off the backside there a little bit, but it works out either way, and a nice touchdown there for Nick Chubb.
Yep, very nice drive for the Browns. Again, paced by being on the ground a little bit, which is a novel concept. 9 plays, 51 yards, 3 minutes and 53 seconds off the clock. 31-16 now, the Browns lead. Take a knee in the end zone. Gio Bernard, former Bengal, speaking of the Bengals. 10:49 on the 3rd quarter clock. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy joining you here for Nagy on Sports. Appreciate everybody joining us here for this Super Bowl 57 broadcast. Only place on the internet that will sim games on Madden with live original commentary. Lots of places will sim games. Lots of places will sim themselves playing the game. We just do simulations with live commentary because we're huge nerds and we love football.
That's right.
Basically.
And, I'm about to give Madden some credit here. I like the fact that they had a Browns fan wearing an Amari Cooper jersey there. That's ahead of themselves there. I like that.
A deep dive. 1st and 10. He'll throw it short to Fournette. How about Taki in the game? So clearly Browns in their base package when you see Anthony Walker and Sione Takitaki. Shotgun look now, 2nd and 6 for the GOAT. Brady now, pressure coming, and Miles will get home. 2nd sack of the day for Jurassic Miles.
Hey, Jason, Charlotte, welcome. Glad to have you. A big shout out to you, and definitely glad to have folks bringing along their friends. That's exciting. Thanks, Bo.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for doing that, Bo. Welcome, Jason. Welcome, Charlotte. We appreciate you being on. And for Chris G, I think it was who brought it up in the Discord. We don't think necessarily know that our channel is set up to do what did he call that, a super chat or something like that?
I think you have to be over 1,000.
So yeah, I'm not exactly sure how that would have worked, but I appreciate that sentiment and that desire to be able to kind of give back to the channel, and we'll hopefully have some ways to be able to do that moving forward into the season. The easiest thing would be for us to just get over 1,000, and then we would be able to do it that way. Do it the old-fashioned way. Browns are going to force another punt here. This is the rookie from Georgia, Jake Camarda, and he's going to drill it down. Grant's going to get hit pretty hard at the 22-yard line.
Yes, Lamar, I timed you out. The reason I did so is because you were talking about somebody's mom. We don't.
Yeah, you called somebody's mom or wife. I think it was his wife.
Yeah, sorry, wife.
You were calling out somebody's wife, dude. We don't do that.
Yeah,
we don't do that on this channel.
Yeah, not how we do anything on the channel. So that will earn you an instant timeout every time.
Yeah, doesn't matter who you're talking about.
Yep.
Chubb up the middle, and I think this time might actually get him out of the zone because it was a no-gain run, but we'll find out. Shotgun for Deshaun Watson. Give it up the middle to Kareem Hunt and Vita Vea, who's been so good this year in the sim. You can see he's a superstar X Factor in the middle of that line. He just blows up Wyatt Teller, pushes him right back into Kareem Hunt. 3rd and 14, and that puts Vita Vea into the zone. Look at all the orange glowing X's all over the darn field here.
Yeah,
Watson
Lamar,
right side and knocked out of bounds. Knocked out of his hand. Sorry, Kit.
Lamar, that's not the point. It's not about how somebody else reacts. It's not how we're going to conduct our business here. So
yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't matter if people got mad or not. This is where, Kit and I aren't swearing on the channel. We try to be family friendly. We try to be nice and welcoming and affirming of everyone. So yeah, it's not about whether or not somebody gets mad. It's just not the right thing to say is all. All right, to the 36 rather, on the punt from Bajorquez. Teams trading punts here. Stalled out a little bit. First and 10. Miles in the zone now. Man, so many dudes in the X Factor. Pressure coming up the middle is David Bryan breaking the double team for his first sack. He's had a great sim season for us too, and one of those potential diamonds in the rough on this Browns defense.
Yeah, that was incredible pressure, and love the move he makes, and certainly had a resurgent year here with the Browns, and certainly hope we can see that out of him, because if he can, he's got the high-end potential. There's a reason he was a first-round draft pick.
If he's half as good as he has been in our sim, they're going to be real happy with that pickup. 3rd and 23 now. Brady back to pass. Lots of time. The Browns rushing 4. Look at that line, just manhandling it, taking care of. Now Brady fires over the middle. It's the Warden. Denzel's got one. He says, it ain't going to be a Super Bowl without me getting my hands on the football. First down, Browns.
That's right. And minus, I think, only one game where he didn't have an interception. The guy's had an incredible streak of having at least one interception in every game. And that one, I just still think he saw Ward a bit underthrown again. And Ward had a great beat on it and just came all the way from the side there to come away with that ball. Great reaction from him. And of course, he just finds a way. He's got that nose for the ball, and that one was too easy.
Hey, welcome in, Jesse. Welcome in, Broke Todd. Yeah, you caught it live.
That's right.
Broke Todd watches just about all of our videos and comments on them after every one. We appreciate that. Right side, and the Chief can't bring it in. 2nd and 10 now. So anyway, gosh, I feel like I can't even finish a sentence because too many exciting things are happening.
That's right.
Kit and I have a couple different ideas for what to do after the sim, before the new game comes out. And so we will drop a video kind of devoted to what the options are and how you can vote on them, either via the Discord or just like commenting on that video. So the most obvious decision is just to power through another virtual offseason. The draft class already loaded, find out where CJ Stroud, where Bryce Young end up. You know, those kinds of players, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Will Anderson, Bijan Robinson, blah, 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 over and over and over again. And then just continuing on into 2023. That's the easiest and most obvious option, but we have a couple other ones too. So we'll continue to talk about that. We may have enough time to, if we did do that, we could power through like just the Browns games and get maybe another season in before the new game comes out. 4th and inches, the Browns are going to go for it. Boot action right side, the Chief for a first down.
Wow. All right, then.
Yeah.
That is aggressive. I don't mind being aggressive, certainly, and they're going to be very aggressive there and get themselves a nice first down and a little out route bench concept to do it. Really nobody there to cover them, and they'll take that all day.
Yes, Applied, we appreciate you staying up past your bedtime for the sim. Here's a kind of an interesting little, I haven't seen that play call before. It's going to net just 1 yard, but
yeah, interesting little delayed handoff outside draw play. You don't see anything quite like that, or I've never seen anything quite like that before, but it was kind of fun to watch.
Here's a quick little dig route, 3rd and 5, Peoples-Jones, he's got the first down to the 12. I would like to see the Browns versus Browns. Well, that wasn't necessarily going to be one of our options.
Like last year's Browns versus this year's Browns? Or you mean just straight up 1-for-1?
Like play some practice?
Like an Orange v. Brown
scrimmage?
Scrimmage, yeah.
1st and 10, they're up to the 12-yard line, 2:40 to go, 3rd quarter. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy joining you here for Nagy on Sports. Again, appreciate everybody who is on with us now. Oh, maybe he means
the
like
Chicago
the Chicago game.
We almost should do the Chicago game just because it's always on there. The Chicago versus Chicago game in halftime. We actually should do that on the channel sometime just as a spoof at Madden for being silly enough to put Chicago versus Chicago in every halftime ever.
Indeed. Here's a 3rd and 5. Left side slant. Cooper. Touchdown Browns. They extend the lead now. 37-16.
That was awesome. Sweet little route there from Cooper, just finding space again, as he does so easily here, as you're going to see him create that separation, a little bit of a pocket for himself to come away with a clean catch, and then away from the defender right where Deshaun wants to put it, and that was all that they needed.
Indeed, yeah. I think it's just because when you're simming a game, all of the other ones haven't happened yet, so it doesn't know what to do when it goes around the league to tell you what's happened, but it felt like it was always Chicago versus Chicago. 38-16, 1:35 to go, 3rd quarter here. Super Bowl 57 live on Nagy on Sports. Hey, David, welcome in. Appreciate you. All right, Applied. Thanks for staying up. I appreciate you, brother. Take care of yourself. A little drag across the middle. And incomplete. 2nd and 10. Bellegrin, it has been that performance here so far. 2nd and 10. Still plenty of game and still Tom Brady on the other side of the field. I'm not going to rest easy just yet. Too much Browns fandom in my history. Third and 11, firing left side, caught. He's got a first down. It's Evans to the 41.
Well, credit credit Tom Brady for sticking to his guns here and doing everything he can to keep Tampa Bay in this one. I mean, and you know, he's taken advantage of one of the best defenses in the NFL this season, so he's finding a way to get it done in spite of the scoreline here. But he's got a lot of ground to make up, and he certainly can't afford to be turning the ball over anymore.
Our mods are going to work. I love it.
Yeah, appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Like, I mean, in fairness, he's like 15 years old, but still, like, come on, dude. Gotta understand.
Well, and we've set pretty clear guidelines with him.
We have. Yes, we have. That is also for sure. We've given him plenty of leeway, so. At least he was hopping on with 2 different accounts. He's really trying to get in. He's really trying to get under our skin. A little wiggle from the offensive line is going to move him back here. Again, this is why we have moderators, and I appreciate you being on because I just can't pay attention to the chat because there's so much going on.
That's right.
2nd and 14. Back to pass. Brady now. Pressure coming. He gets rid of it quickly. Mike Evans with another catch. Ronnie Harrison right on. How about 33 of 42 for 329 for Tom Brady here in this performance? That's why I said I'm not counting any chickens.
No, and he certainly has been productive. That's what I was saying. It's just he's got to avoid turnovers, obviously, but he's been very productive in this game and has found a way to exploit this defense. As we see an incredible shot from Ronnie Harrison, just leveling a guy. But and that was Fournette on the receiving end too. So impressive shot from Harrison. But yeah, Tom Brady certainly sticking to his guns, like I said, and like you said, don't ever count him out because he absolutely can find a way. And with the way he's found ways to exploit the defense, he's still very dangerous.
Yep. 4th and 5. They're going to fire a right side, jumping the route, and it's going to be picked off. It's the Warden of the North. He's got his 2nd of the game. He had 14 in the regular season. He is balling. Oh, man. What a play. Oh, boy, here comes. We're getting some more spam now, too. Man, we're really getting all the spam.
Yeah, we sure are.
Flash, he is on the team. I signed him. He played in the NFC Championship game and actually caught a touchdown for them. So he is on the team. I think the way that it worked was just because of the season's worth of XP that Russell Gage actually has a slightly higher rating than him. So he's technically like the 4th receiver on the roster.
Right.
Just because he had 17, 18 weeks of just being a quote free agent.
Right. Well,
so
the fact that
Gage
the trade
got all that XP. So.
Trade happened the signing, not trade, the free agency signing for Julio Jones happened so late in free agency period. We were so far progressed into our sim season that really, if you miss out on a whole year's worth of experience, you're way behind the power curve in a franchise mode like that.
Well, and that's why you're seeing all these crazy X Factors and superstars all over the field because a bunch of dudes had dev trait upgrades over the course of the season. Like, we think Donovan Peoples-Jones is going to be good, but Madden has turned him into a superstar.
That's right.
Lamar, just enjoy the game and they'll stop timing you out. That's all it is, man. Good tackle there by Vita Vea to lose yards. 4th and 11, and they're going to punt. And going to be tackled right there. MJ Emerson, the 300-pounder. As somebody reported earlier.
200 over 200 is what he meant, but
I know he did, but he put 300 in the
just
chat.
Just the image, the image of a 300-pound boundary corner is impressive.
Let's hope he can set the edge. Here's a short throw to the right side. That's Gio Bernard. Grant Delpit. 2nd and 1 now. 11:32 to go. Brady back to pass. Short throw to Fournette. Taki, the closest one, and he'll bring him down after a gain of 7. Back to pass. Nope, setting up screen right side Bernard. Browns close quickly with that speed. Delpit for a short gain, or a tackling after a short gain. 2nd and 6 for the Buccaneers. Short throw again. This one's going to be Russell Gage, and he's got a first down across midfield to the 48-yard line. John, I don't know if you could say that it worked, but it got positive yards at least, which anymore is a success for the screen pass. One of the few things in Madden that is just very broken.
It is, and anything positive yards, you have to consider a win in the screen pass game, because it either gets blown up for a loss or a sack is the most common, or just incomplete. Kind of throw it at the feet of the running back typically, but so if it actually goes for a few yards, that's a win in the screen game, and then you never see, as you see another example of it right there, just really ugly. But it never seems to go for the, because the screen pass, well executed in the NFL, I mean, it can be a very explosive play when it catches the defense unawares.
Yes.
But it never does that in Madden, not anymore anyway.
4th and 8, Brady goes deep, and Greedy picks it off, but doesn't get both feet in. Turnover on downs, nonetheless. Browns will get the football back, and now maybe if they can throw this thing into chew clock mode. Kishin, so that glitch was kind of halfway through that crazy winning streak when we won the last 10 games of the regular season. That was maybe what, game 5 or 6 of that run, maybe? It was the, what did we say, the Panthers or the Falcons?
Yeah,
Panthers, I think, right?
Carolina Panthers, yeah, I know it was Panthers. It was like game 4, I think, of the streak, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. 2nd and 1, they'll fire across the middle, a little double slant concept. Peoples-Jones with a first down.
Double glowing X Factors streaking across the field there.
Pretty sight to see.
I love the fact that they're orange, too.
I know. I wonder what his X Factor is.
I don't know.
They're going to do a little pop pass. Peoples-Jones left side, 25, 20 to the 15. The most effective pop pass we've seen all year. 22 yards, first down, Browns. Number 11 gets to number 11.
Yeah, Lamar, if you can keep it calm here and stop talking trash for no reason, especially unwarranted, then you'll be fine. But
yeah, just enjoy the game.
Just enjoy the game. That's all we ask.
You don't need to yell at everybody and get mad. That's why our mods have been timing you out, because you're shouting, "God, please stop, God." 2nd and 10. Left side for Dearness Johnson. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, +1. This is the first time our mods have been able to really stretch their legs on that timeout button.
I think they've been wanting to, too, for quite a while.
3rd and 9. Watson rolling right, firing back left, receiver, caught! David Njoku, and that might be enough.
Oh, I think it might. I think it might, but man, credit the Chief with an incredible contested catch here. He just found a way to body position. It's almost like an NBA play, getting that, under the post, just getting himself in that position, body out the receiver or the defender there, and coming away with an incredible catch for a touchdown. That was a thing of beauty.
Hey, George, welcome on. Big touchdown for the Chief, and now at 45-16 with 6:30, even with TB12, can we breathe easy?
Whew, you never want to count them out, but man, 6:32, that's a lot of points to come back from.
That's a lot of points. It might not happen here. Baker would have been sacked. Richard, you're probably not wrong. We saw Baker take hundreds and hundreds of sacks over our Sims.
No, John, you can't really actually kick them out or truly ban them from the channel, because obviously they can just create new accounts and kick them back.
That's fine. You can hang. Well, that's all we ask, Lamar, is that you just enjoy the game.
Yep, we appreciate that too. Thank you.
6:26 to go. Brady in the shotgun. Back to pass again. He'll fire left side and just out of bounds. 3rd and 10. 6:21. Shotgun, and he'll let Fournette leave, leaving him exposed to Myles Garrett. That Myles Garrett-Tristan Wirfs battle has been a pretty fun one to watch as Brady goes deep to the left side and Fournette can't catch it.
Wow, almost a nice effort there from Fournette, as now, the Bucs are going to have to go for this on 4th and 10, but almost nicely done.
Yes, they are. Back to pass, Brady hit by Bryan. He somehow stumbles and stays up and now chucks it deep, and now it's going to get picked. Grant Delpit with an interception. 40, 30, and he'll push out of bounds at the 29. And everything's coming up brown and orange now.
Yes, it is, and that was just a product. I mean, Bryan almost got back off the ground, came back and almost sacked Tom Brady anyways.
Again.
Forced an ugly underthrow there, and Delpit on the receiving end just able to come away with yet another pick.
Joey, that's a good question. The channel has not created a fun nickname for Delpit.
No. We've got some other fun nicknames, but not one for Delpit as of yet.
Yeah.
I know the double deuce is the
players call him?
No, Cleveland Brown Staley.
Oh yeah, they call him double deuce, yeah.
On the show. But
I don't mind double deuce. I don't mind that.
Because I think that was the post Dos Unos when they really wanted what's his name? What's Arizona?
Oh, Isaiah Simmons?
Isaiah Simmons, thank you. Dos Unos was their original, so I think they went with the double deuce after that.
Dearness Johnson gets another carry for a loss of 1, 3rd and 12. Appreciate you being on. 50 Burger would be good. They certainly seem to be content with just letting it run down now. When's the parade, Mason? I don't know. We hadn't thought about it. I'll take a video walking around my neighborhood. How about that? The Browns flag.
That would be funny. Lamar, you might very well be right. It's very possible the Browns would have a difficult time. In fact, I think it would be difficult to beat all those teams. Those are some excellent teams you mentioned there. But I also think the Browns are very, very talented, and if they can play to their talent level and really bring it all together, and especially be a consistent team, that's been the biggest thing they've been missing, is the consistency piece. But if they can do all those things, I think they'll at least give all those teams an excellent showing of themselves and have a chance at least to come away with a win.
Cade York with a little extra action now, just 2 points away from that 50 burger, but I think the party has started much in the same way that on the night the Cavs won the NBA championship, that downtown Cleveland ran out of beer.
Right.
I think we might be reaching that moment here. 4th Street's going to be popping right now.
Right. Well, and
crazy.
Could you imagine the call right now from Jim Donovan if this were
my gosh.
this would be wild.
They would be losing their minds. I'm going to lose my mind. Maybe I will Tom Hamilton it, yell ball game real effing loud, as the meme likes to say. 2nd and 10 over the middle, picked again! Ronnie wants a little love. Ronnie wants Molly. 1st down, Browns, 3:03 to go. Let's go.
Wow. And after all those big hits, he wanted to get involved in the turnover game, and Tom just threw it right at him. I think he was again just a victim of a bit of pressure coming up the middle there, and then Ronnie just in a good spot and comes away with another turnover.
5 turnovers, left side end zone. You can ring his bell. David Bell, touchdown. 50 burger. Let's go.
Oh, 50 burger in the Super Bowl against who else? Tom Brady in a huge revenge match for the Drive 2.0 that put the Browns away on the channel a long time ago, and it hurt so bad. But here we are with sweet revenge on a 50-burger debut in the Super Bowl.
Indeed. And how about that? The Browns turned the ball over twice to start the game.
That's right.
Buccaneers now 5 consecutive turnovers in the turnover battle. And a touchdown, 55-16. Maybe a little scoregami, too, to boot.
That's right.
Oh, how about Kareem Hunt playing special teams?
Yeah.
Getting down there.
Yep. Well, what's funny about it is you ask after the first, first quarter of the game who the MVP is. There's zero question in anybody's mind. It's got to be Kareem Hunt. But now I don't know. I don't know. It's been quite a performance from so many players here. It would be hard to pick an MVP in this game.
It is. It is wild. You're right, 504. We really did. I mean, the winning streak has been incredible. I mean, it's been incredible. And a lot of time we were just boat racing people. Just absolutely wild how it turned out. And again, you're right. It's just a game. It's all fake. But we have a good time doing it.
That's right, we do. And also, there's a lot of excitement for Browns fans. I think that there is, some hope that this is, maybe not exactly the outcome we can expect for the Browns, but I do think there's at least shades of realism here for what could be possible for the Browns, especially if they can play it to their potential.
Mason, are you saying that 14 games would be the second longest in franchise history? Are you doing a little stat dive for us? And obviously, if we continue into next year, the winning streak could continue. Throwing it right side, Mike Evans. 401. How about Tom Brady? 41 for 61 right now. I think he's probably just going to have to retire because his arm's going to fall off.
Well, yeah, this has been quite the throwing effort from him, trying desperately to keep Tampa Bay in it, but coming short, especially because of the turnovers, has been killing him.
In 47, they won 18 straight. Okay, well, we'll keep it going.
Wow.
2nd and 10. Yeah, that's wild. Good find, Mason. Brady to the right side. Short throw. Gio Bernard. Greg Newsome will throw him out of bounds. Hey, Jason. Appreciate you being on. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for that. Appreciate it.
3rd and 4. Almost picked again. That was greedy.
And that would have been 5. But just everybody on that secondary getting involved and finding a way to be a big part of this defensive solution and getting their hands in there and really making TB12's life rough.
And Suckup can't even kick the field goal, so he'll miss it. 137, dare I say 60. Can I interest you in 60?
Could happen. You got time.
You do have time. Here comes Chubb up the middle, right side, and he runs into Peoples-Jones, who is trying to block a defensive back for him. Chubb's had a very, very quiet 77 yards on this game.
Well, especially for being in the zone for almost an entire half now.
Yeah, he really has. Give it to him again, right side. Spin-off fight of a broken tackle past the 40 into the 37. And they have to run one more play here. The Browns, I dare say, are the Super Bowl champions of the simulated football world in our 2022 official season sim. They do it! 000. Browns win!
Let's go. That was so much fun. Browns complete an improbable comeback from an 0-4 start. Get themselves somehow back into a season that seemed destined for a losing season, but then out of nowhere, after getting swept by both the Ravens and the Steelers, find a way to go on an incredible streak. 10 wins in the regular season, followed by 5 straight in the to include the Super Bowl, and there it is, the Lombardi, as coveted by every team in the NFL, and finally left it aloft here virtually by these Browns.
And yes, the extra sweet revenge against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. who thwarted us in the first year of our sim season in 2020. Guys, this was an absolute blast. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm not going to touch the controller. I'm just going to go ahead and let this thing play out with some of these highlights. The Browns were just absolutely incredible in the second half, the second 2/3 of the season. Again, we just talked about it. 14 straight wins where they won in convincing fashion at times, scary fashion at times, but the Browns, Super Bowl champions. Let's take a quick look at the statistics. I think Brady is going to retire. We're going to go ahead and retire him to the booth, and the Kyle Trask era or somebody else will start in Tampa Bay. 43 for 64, 407, one touchdown and those 4 interceptions. Fournette, 10 for 34, 1 for 10 for Gio Bernard, as they did not really run the football much. How about these catching numbers today? 9 for 108 for Evans, 8 for Gio Bernard, 7 for Gage, 6 for Rudolph, 5 for Godwin. He had the touchdown, 4 for Fournette. Cameron Brate getting some catches as well. Defensively speaking, Devin White all over the place. 14 tackles for him, 12 for Logan Ryan. Just 1 sack in this game, and it was by Akeem Hicks. And if you had offered me the Mega Millions jackpot, I could not have told you that Akeem Hicks went to Regina College. I would never have gotten that one right.
No.
Interceptions today for Winfield Jr. and Logan Ryan as well. For the Browns, Deshaun Watson, he was 26 of 37 for 381. How about 6 touchdown passes?
Wow.
And those 2 interceptions in the first half as well. Nick Chubb on the ground, 18 for 84. 1 touchdown, 11 for 10 for Kareem Hunt. He was not great on the ground. He was, however, great through the air. He led the team. Look at this stat line for Kareem Hunt. 7 catches, 163, and 2 touchdowns. Holy smokes. 6 for 76 for Peoples-Jones. Cooper, 5 for 58. Bell, 4 for 61. David Njoku, 3 for 19. And they all got into the end zone as well, despite 2 drops from Peoples-Jones, which is out of characteristic for him. Team was led in tackles by none other than Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, 12 for him. How about 11 for Greedy Williams, 9 for Delpit. Sacks today, 2 for Jurassic Miles, 1 for Taven Bryan, and of course Tommy Togiai started it out. Picks today, another 4 interceptions from this team, 2 for the Warden, 1 for Harrison, 1 for Delpit, and then Cade York, a casual, 2 for 2 in this one. That's it. It is all over. Our official 2022 season sim has come to an end. This was an absolute blast. Appreciate everybody who joined us. All the other games of the week that we were able to do, you can go back and watch those. We picked up so many new fans of new teams. I think we gained some new Lions fans from us Browns fans, kind of cheering for that young and up-and-coming team. But the Browns are going to win this one. One final look at the playoff bracket, but they get it done here today, 55-16. You can see their road to it. You forget they beat the Ravens 24-21. That's as close of a game as they've had in months, it seems. But they got it done here today. Kid, anything else to wrap this one up?
Well, this one was incredibly fun. Good to see the revenge here. And at one point, we hit 85 live on this.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
This game. So this sim was a lot of fun. Appreciate everyone in the chat and all our subscribers, and appreciate our mods for helping us out there. And we even appreciate Lamar when he's being calm and enjoying the game with us.
Indeed, we do very much appreciate it. Again, thank you so much. We continue to push for 1,000 subscribers. If you haven't had a chance, or if you got an alternate account and you want to subscribe from that one too, YouTube doesn't care. Just trying to monetize the channel so I can buy Mrs. Nagy on Sports something nice for letting me play video games with all my friends online. So you guys are the best. We really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And Kit and I will be back again. Look for a quick video since you all asked me to. I will record a Browns victory parade in my cul-de-sac tomorrow, and I will post that video for you. But take a look at the channel here in the next day or so. Kit and I will drop that video about what life after tonight looks like.
Yep.
and give you an opportunity to vote on the couple of different options we have. Again, we're just kind of stalling at this point until the new game comes out, because once that comes out, we'll bop into that one.
Yeah, 2.5 weeks or
sure. Yep, we're getting pretty close. Hey, and if you'd like to check out the best adult dating site, sounds like Love Chat XYZ is the best place to go. So,
well, that's what
thank you guys. That's right. Thank you guys again so much. Have a great rest of your night. Take care of yourselves, and as always,
go Browns!